Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Regiments. I've been looking forward to checking this out. It's coming out under the Microprose banner, which, you know, we're enjoying them sort of coming back from the dead this past year. It's sort of a Eugen Systems type game, so think Steel Div or Warno, the most cringy name for a game ever, but either you know or you don't know. But yeah, apparently this is more sort of like Cold War gone hot, more PvE focused than PvP, which, you know, I'm nothing against the PvP people, but yes, that's definitely what Steel Div is. So this is potentially catering to a different market. We're just going straight in. I like this art. She's running smooth so far. Okay, here we go. Here you'll learn the controls. Well, that sounds pretty good. Use WASD. Thank you. Move the camera to proceed. Yep, cool. Yes, rotate. All right. Mouse wheel. That's what I've just done. Platoon has been deployed. There we go. What is this? Leo 1 Alpha 4. You will use multiple platoons to achieve your objective. All right. Cool. Let's click on them. Oh, yes. Also notice the cinch. Oh my God. I'd like to talk now. Can I have my turn? Robot bloody radio voice. When a single platoon is selected, it will display information. Yes, I can see that. Lots of stuff. Panzer Lehr Brigade. All right, you can move them with right mouse button. Advance here. They look like they're mechanized? No, they are straight up armor. I suppose the Panzer in the name should have given that away. All right, advance the platoon here. Done. It's critical to master movement. That sounds, yeah, yes, cool. We've got a fast forward button. I don't think you get that in Steel Div, but it's been a hot second. You can use V to rotate the platoon. Oh, you can change their facing. That is cool. You can use R to reverse. Oh, hey, yes, boys, look at this. Okay, this is all pretty intuitive. Again, it's been a hot second since I played a Steel Div game. I did play a chunk of especially one back in the day. I'd go light armor, like Scout, Greyhound sort of things around the back. I think it was a French faction I played. Anyway, it's been a long time, so it's hard to tell. A Luke's. That's given me flashback. I play a lot of Hell Let Loose, and I have to fight Luke's all the time. Yep, so you can shift select. Cool. Hold shift and collect the icons. Unselect both platoons. Yep. Advance the platoons to the selected area. Hold right mouse button and drag to define where the platoon should face after arriving. Right, so let's do this. Like that. Oh, you can, yeah, cool. And then as you push it out, it changes their width, their spacing. Very cool. Oh, look at them. Look at these things go. Now, even though I'm an ex-serviceman, I don't get a bloody battle boner for mil sims or anything like that, even though I play Hell Let Loose. That's the exception to the rule. The developers gave me a key and I got addicted by accident. Well, did they just run that hay bale over? But I will say this sort of, the 80s theme appeals. Oh! Jesus, that was sick. It was just popping off. An ambush. Your platoons are desperately outgunned and won't be able to deal with the threat. Really? They look like they were doing all right. Use retreat or quickly press Q twice to order them to retreat. They will use smoke grenades for cover if applicable and reverse to the starting zone. That is sick. Again, I don't know if this is quality. I didn't play Warno, that's the newest one. Maybe all this is already implemented, but this is Scarlet's first look at this sort of stuff. So experience it with me. So this retreat mechanic is very Company of Heroes, right? That deflection was rad. Oh, pop smoke, boys, pop smoke. Woo! Oh, those deflections are unreal. That's so cool. So where are they going? Do they just retreat directly away from the fight? Or I guess they're going here. I'd be curious how that works in a more dynamic setting. Are we all good, boys? Nice. The Retreat Command is an excellent way to preserve your units. That's so good. This excites me. I'm really pumped. and become available for redeployment much faster than wiped out ones. Right, yes. Reinforcements have arrived. It's up to you to call them in. Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to do these tutorials separately off camera or anything like that. But honestly, I think there's value in showing you what this game is doing different to maybe its contemporaries. Along with the price in deployment points. Deployment points will be explained in future tutorials. Okay, I'll take your bloody word for it. Click left mouse button and then click the left on to call on the platoon, right? Oh, units will appear at the closest starting zone and advance to the designated point. Okay, this is all pretty standard stuff. Look at this. Company call sign, Process 4. I don't know what that means. We've got Martyrs, we got a Jag, Leopard. Are they identical? Okay, that's fine, whatever. I don't know, plonk it there. If you attack with your entire force at once, it should be enough to neutralize enemy forces with minimal losses. Your platoons will automatically attack any enemies in range, though some units may need to be stationary to fire. That makes sense. You can also issue an attack order by right-clicking. Yep, yeah, can I attack move? Because that's what I love. You can use attack command on a suspected position. They'll advance there, automatically stopping to engage. Ooh, yeesh. Yeesh. Where were those baddies? Follow the instructions. Capture this area. Attack move en masse. Let's go, boys. Small brain, Scarlet. I don't really give a shit about having higher APM or any of this nonsense. I'm not trying to be in a StarCraft Korea championship, right? Blob goes boom. It's kind of cool that the camera lock works so easy, so you can unfree it like that. But you just get a little zoom and it'll lock in. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Let's go have a look. They are not enjoying that. It's a bad day to be that bloke. What's this? Oh, I can mouse over it and get stats. 0% cover. What happens if I mouse over my blokes? Doesn't really say anything. Oh, you know what? I think it's warning me if I were to go there, it's saying don't do that. Got it. Oh, boys. They're all dead to a man. I don't think we got scratched. Excellent, you defeated the enemy ambush. Yes. This rounds up basic training. Alright, press F to... Oh, okay, I didn't get to fast forward, but... Look, let's do some more. I know this is all very babies first, but we're just trying to give you an overview of the game and see if it's your sort of thing. I'm telling you now it's my sort of thing, which is interesting. That might be a red flag. The fact that I'm enjoying it so much means that the Steel Division sweat boys probably wouldn't like this. They probably want to stay in their lane. Maybe this is too casual for you. That is a weird shape. Anyway, I really like all these fields and that. It's great. Modern man and agriculture. Love it. Progress. All right, anyway. He will examine the mechanics, yes, or something, right. Modern Warfare is combined arms combat. Operation conducted by a mixed team of various combat and support units. Yes, that's the thing I always liked about Steel Div 1 especially, just how rock, paper, scissors it is. It is all about hard counters. You bring artillery to the right situation or infantry and armor, and it is. You go around in a big circle trying to counter your enemy as you bring in various waves. Thus, understanding strengths and vulnerabilities is important, right? Tanks and mechanized infantry form the backbone of most combat troops, as they would. Armored platoons are composed of tanks. Modern main battle tanks are one of the strongest units available. Their composite frontal armor is nearly impervious to any small caliber rounds and can shrug off hits from heavy weapons. They also have great medium range firepower and effectively use their weapons on the move. Jesus, what can't they do? I bet they can cook and clean and everything. It's important to note that the older tanks and MBTs that expose their vulnerable side armor are still very vulnerable to weapons, even outdated ones. It's interesting that they just mentioned time period twice then. I wonder how much that plays into this game. Like, do we have to deal with I can't remember the term, but essentially you're always in retrofit your military, in a rolling retrofit. And I'm ex-Navy, right? And it's way more pronounced in a Navy environment because you have ships that can last for like 50 years, that sort of thing. So like having that sort of roll through, if you had a hot combat situation, I'm sure infantry has the same. Anyway, maybe I'm just speculating, I'm tangenting, whatever, but I find it interesting, the idea when even, a couple of years apart, let alone decades apart, and having forces match up and they're sort of off-cycle retrofit against each other. It is interesting to see how that sort of manifests. But anyway, that might just be a bit of an aside. Mechanized platoons comprise the second half of your core force. This type represents personnel carriers with their infantry squads combined into a single platoon. Yep, cool. Their main strength is their flexibility and the infantry that they carry. Sort of like modern dragoons, I always thought of them as, right? Bloody old mechanized. Anyway, on the other hand, most personnel carriers don't have strong armor and are vulnerable when caught out of cover. If left idle out of combat for enough time, mechanized infantry will entrench on their own. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I'm curious how it handles. Does it split the unit in half, when they dismount? We'll see. Anyway, you can use the change mode to change the infantry stance of mechanized platoons. Okay. Infantry can move mounted inside the transport or dismounted. Alternatively, you can issue orders while holding Alt. A platoon will automatically change their mode upon arriving at designation. That's cool. This is all pretty straightforward and it's super UX friendly. Yep. Cool. Use X to dismount the infantry at the designated spot. Well, you want me to use X, so that means we're going to go there first, not Alt, right? Because if I were to press X right now, presumably they will just dismount right now. We've got Panzer Grenadiers in the back, 4 by machine gunners, 4 by AT-men, 16 riflemen. Jesus. It's all... Oh, okay, right. Well, I was going to say, that's a lot of dudes in one bloody carrier, but we've got 4. How do you deal with buildings? Oh, I guess you don't? We just drive through buildings, do we? Okay. I don't even care, to be honest. All right. X. Oh, the boys! Where'd the boys go? Mounted movement is quicker over the ground. Where'd my boys go? I was looking at them. Mounted movement is quicker over open ground, but infantry can't use their weapons from inside the transport. Correct. Dismounted movement is slower, but allows the entire platoon's arsenal. Correct. With the dismounted infantry providing more situational awareness, or it's one of my favourite terms on the planet, because you can use it everywhere. Infantry transports can better utilise cover and become harder to hit. Okay. Sounds reasonable. Your next objective is to take the designated farm. A group of modern T-80 tanks is occupying it, making a direct attack with your forces risky. Cool. T-80 tanks. Yeah, we don't want to fight them. Flanking, attack from the sides or rear. I like that it explains this, even though, like I said, I've got the career background, but I'm a casual video game player. Just got to do it for a living. Like, I don't really sweat that hard. And I like that it knows who it's pitching it at, and it's pitching it at maybe dudes that this might be baby's first Steel Division. And I like that it's saying things like, that's what a flank is. Other people might roll their eyes, but I kind of appreciate it. Is always a superior choice if the circumstances allow it. Vehicles are universally less armoured on the sides and suffer more damage. They are much easier to hit too. Cover and entrenchments are far less effective against fire coming from the sides. Now, you mentioned entrenchments twice. I want to know how that manifests in the game. They said if you leave dudes long enough, they'll entrench on their own. Like, do they literally get out ETs and start digging in an idle animation? Or I don't know. Do they build up defenses? That'd be really cool if they just do it on their own after a while. Use the tree lines on either side of the objective to approach the farm. Dismount the infantry at close range so they can use their light AT weapons against the tank's sides and armour. Very good. Sounds reasonable to me. What are you? APC. Main battle tank. APC. Advance here. Yep. Can I like use shift? Perfect. Can I pause? All right. All right. And you up the guts. And then F is fast forward. No, it's not. Hang on. I thought F was fast forward. You telling me lies, game. Oh, fast move. Right. You can tell them to step it out, basically. So if I do that, no, I have to actually give you an area. Oh, it's bloody on. I can wop. Now. Yeah, I was alt clicking then, so that's sick. So I just press X. Yep, they dismount. Very good. I might go overland actually. Bugger it. Just see what happens. I want to learn. Alright, my tanks aren't doing so crash hot. Get out of there. I'm trying to tell you to move, and you're not moving. Hang on. Fast move. Attack. Change mode. Stop. Attack move doesn't seem to be working on them. Right. Why is attack move suddenly not working? Interesting. I mean, they are firing on the go already. No, don't do that. Keep moving. So maybe they just... Oh, it looks like they attack move automatically when you advance them anyhow. Oh, yeah, put a bloody hole in him, boys. Look at them go. I guess they can't really shoot, can they? Oh, we got there in the end. Okay, so attack move wasn't quite working the way I wanted it to there. That's okay. Hey, it wasn't always going to be smooth. Mobility obstacles are a common sight on the battlefield. Oh, especially when one side had time to prepare defenses properly. Units cannot pass through enemy obstacles until they are breached. All land units can breach obstacles. Okay, makes sense. They'd have the kit. Dismount mechanized infantry can do it faster, but the engineers are the most effective. Okay, combat engineers and engineering vehicles are specialized variants of infantry and tanks. They can clear obstacles faster than any other type of unit. In addition, engineers are often armed with weapons that are especially effective at entrenched units. Sure, breaching an obstacle is done automatically as long as the unit is in contact with the obstacle. Keep in mind that units are especially vulnerable when they are clearing an obstacle. Consider using smoke and suppressing fire on enemy. Now use the engineers to breach the designated obstacles. Okay, hey, we can do that. Where's the designated obstacles? Like, do you mean them? Are they designated? What are you? You're an engineering vehicle as well. See, attack move seems to be working there. What happens? Will you actually stop to deal with the breach, or will you just keep moving? Yeah? Can you guys dismount at all? Change modes? They can. So they'll dismount anything they're already in contact with, apparently. How do I know? Oh! Alright, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, see, now they're attack moving. What is that about? Oh, okay, so that must be an engineering vehicle. And that's APC. That's why there's no dismount going on there. Hey! Bonza. Okay. Reconnaissance platoons excel at finding the enemy and observing their movement. They have high speed and improved spotting equipment compared to the regular units. They're much more adept at using cover and remain unseen too. Most reconnaissance vehicles are lightly armored and armed and are not fit for direct combat. No, of course. It can be useful to restrict recon platoons to return fire by changing fire mode. So they won't give away their position. Switching off the main weapons of a recon platoon and advance to the designated area. That sounds reasonable. All right, H. Turn on. How do I know? There we go. Hold fire. Go Speed Racer. Got a big red X next to him. Look at me rolling with the boys. Fuck fighting out here, man. I can think of at least 3 other things I'd rather be doing than being stuck in an open fight with this sort of modern warfare arsenal. Yeah, so they're just going to drive through the buildings? Yeah, that's okay. I sort of get it. I'm assuming the buildings create some sort of cover, but it's not like overtly animated. It just gives them a cover bonus. Artillery provides long-range fire support. It outranges other weapon systems and can shoot over obstacles, but it takes time to aim their guns. Due to low accuracy and lack of armor-piercing abilities, it's most useful for suppressing targets rather than outright destroying them. Suppressed targets have reduced accuracy and rate of fire. This is a robust tutorial giving us all the rock, paper, scissors. Artillery requires manual artillery attack, just like in Steel Div, in order to engage targets. Use recon platoon to find the enemy around the designated area and order the artillery to proceed. Okay. Find and suppress it. Well, there we go. There they are. So, where's my artillery? Is that you? Artillery. Can I make you squad 2 and I can make you squad 1? There we go. T, suppress. Let them bloody have it, boys. Let them know who you represent. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, send it! Rounds inbound on lock. Oh, ooh, see, they're probably... It's a bad day for these blokes. Oh! Platoons have a limited amount of ammo available. Intense combat will consume it rapidly. When the main ammo pool is depleted, the platoon won't be able to use primary weapons. Keeping units supplied is thus extremely important. I really like this. Like under fire, it's the worst thing on the planet, trying to deal with it in these games, but I think it's one of the coolest mechanics, dealing with the logistical back end. Keeping unit supply is extremely important. Here you can see Lars TAC 2 platoon. It's an MLRS rapid fire rocket artillery that consumes ammo at very high volumes. Currently it's out of ammo. You can notice it by a red icon on its platoon. Yeah, okay, got it. Right. Now, do we just sit the refurb in vicinity? One of the most straightforward ways to resupply is the units to retreat the platoon off map and call it back in after the delay. Oh, okay, so they retreat off map and you redeploy but at a reduced penalty. I get it now. That makes retreat make so much more sense. Will arrive fully restocked with ammo and all its units restored, though the whole maneuver takes a significant amount of time. Yeah, sure, that makes sense because it's got to rearm. A similar approach is to move the platoon back to the starting zone. There it will be resupplied too, but the lost units won't be restored. Both of these options use the global supply points pool directly. Their counter is highlighted. Okay, I see that. Okay, it uses supply. Supply platoons allow much more expedient field resupply operations. When called onto the map, they will load a certain amount of global supply points into their internal storage. Oh, now this is starting to get cool. Yeah. Thus, if left stationary for some times, these platoons will display a circular supply radius. Yep, that's what we're looking for. All idle units in this radius will be rearmed and repaired. Repaired as well is cool. As long as the supply platoon has supply points remaining, you can always see the remaining amount and counter below the platoon there. That's cool that they carry your resource into the actual game. Now use this to resupply old mate. Done. Fast move. Go, baby, go. Womp, womp. That work? Reverse move. Doesn't really give you speed. I don't know if they can fast move. Will you give me a preview radius? That I'm curious about. Supply. All right, let's just stop here. Just stop there, boys. Just stop there. Unload the mogs. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. And that should work. Emplaced. Emplaced. Hasty position. What does that mean? Oh, they've re-ammoed. Very good. And you can see the supply going down there. Filling them up. Fill me up, Buttercup. And there you go, main ammo. Filling. Right. Supply platoons can significantly extend the time combat platoons can remain effective on the battlefield. They're completely unarmed and very vulnerable to any damage, so keep them away from combat. Now to the final exercise. Oh my goodness. This video might have to blow out a little bit because I do want to keep playing it a bit. A strong combined arms force is assembled for an attack against an entrenched enemy. An M577 command platoon is attached to the force. It's vulnerable and unarmed, but it provides better coordination for all units in its command radius, improving their accuracy, defense, and suppression resistance. Ah, platoon is attached to the force. Okay. How does this manifest? Is he an actual single unit? Because you said attached. That throws me. Like, hang on, we've got 2 Lukes. We've got Leopard ×2. Marder. We've got some Pioneers. Oh, there it is there. That's it there. M577. Command oversees the operation of units in close vicinity. Very cool. You'll be attacking a sizable enemy force in entrenched positions. Expect casualties. Use artillery to suppress the most dangerous targets. Pull the damaged platoon out of combat to resupply. Yes. Yeah, good. Coordinating a lot of units can be difficult. Use space to pause. Thank goodness for that. We can make control groups as well. And it's especially handy with artillery. Yes. Good. Oh, yes, clear and occupy the designated area. This is good. This is the ultimate test. Put yourself to the test, Scarlet. Be prepared to repulse any counterattacks. So is this where we deploy from? Is that the idea? Is that how we do? All right, cool. Let's just get everyone on the field for starters. I don't see why we wouldn't. I think I fucked up there with that one. HQ. All right, there we go. Now, do I get my supply points back or anything like that? Deployment points. I don't know what that means. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we've got the Lukes, which is our, that's our scout car, essentially in this, yes? If I click on it, Reconnaissance. Okay, cool. We'll give him the old hold fire. And you know what? We're going to go out here, big dog. Go have a squiz, right? You can be... Oh, shit. What have I done here? No, escape. How do I deselect? How do I deselect? Stop? No. I want deselect without pressing... See, right click is not what I want. Just left click on the map, Scarlet. You fucking idiot. Okay. Right. Oh, Jesus, what have I done there? No. How do I clear orders? Retreat, hold fire, attack, stop. Maybe Z. Let's just press Z a few times. There we go. That seemed to do it. All right, you're going around there. Okay, good. Left click somewhere. Luke's number 2. You're going bloody hold fire as well. And then you're going out on a road trip on the boundary edge also. I'm assuming that's the edge of the world map. Okay, cool. What do we got here? Main battle tank leopards. All right, hang on. No. I want... How do I select both of you? Can I just control... Nah, fuck you. There. You're group 3. And you guys can just sort of advance there for the moment. All right, what are you? Marder, infantry fighting vehicle. All right, you're group 4 and you're in the reserve. You can go there. Let's start unpausing. See what's going on. Pioneers. You should technically be in engineering. Armored personal character is a little bit more vulnerable. Pioneers should be engineers, right? Yeah. HQ. What are you? Rocket launcher can saturate. Yeah, okay. So you're my artillery group. What are you? Oh, you're artillery as well. Hang on. Suppressing everything caught in the hailstorm, and then you're my supply. Okay, cool. All right. Well, you can go over here. Did I actually manage to form my groups properly? They've got their numbers. It just doesn't display it down here very well. All right. HQ, you can shadow them. Lars. Pioneer, you can go up there. Supply, you can just loiter. I don't know. You guys can be control group 5. You guys can be 4 for the moment. All right. You guys go here in the town. 4, you guys can sort of hold down back here. You can go that way. You can keep going up. I like the wind picking up. That's a cool little effect, to be honest. I don't really know what the range is on these bad boys. Is there a range finder sort of thing? You know what I mean? Maybe there is a hotkey, but I don't know what it is. Get you to scout in. Get you to scout in as well. See what happens here. Alright. That must be the radius of HQ. Back it up, back it up. Run away. 5. T. Oh, did my Lukes just totally die? Oh no, it's running. Oh! What do we got here? What is that? How do I know what that is? Do I have to learn the symbols, do I? Getting cover. You need to fast move right now to there. 5. Looks like will they move on their own? Your supply. Here we go, they're firing, I think. We'll move you up. Oh, they're firing. Get in front of him. Fuck, I messed that up. So now he's on a death timer. Got it. HQ, you can stay back here. You can be group 7 now. Alright, nice. Now how do I tell you guys to hold fire? Stop. Luke's advance. Now you guys just stay right there, please. Alright, so there. Stop. There we go. Tank engage. 5 suppress. What are they? They're riflemen. Oh look, they're like dug in. Wait, are they dug in little foxholes? Look at them, little cuties. Alright. What we'll probably do is... What have we got here? Oh, so they're pioneers actually, aren't they? Okay. Advance into there. How's the ammo situation? It's doing alright. The other Luke's is still out for the count, I think. Oh, and I thought it was on a timer. Oh, but I can bring it back in. The other tank is on a timer. Now, does he go straight back into the same attack group? No. That's okay. Fuck. Dismount, dismount. Oh no! Alright, I shit the bed on that one because I wasn't paying attention. That's my bad. Now they're in place. What happens if I just tell them to assault? So I'm telling him to go get more supply. Hold fire. Go out to here. Yeah, nice, I like that. What are you blokes doing? Alright, so we're still struggling with how to attack with these guys. So that's beyond their range. I think once they're entrenched, change... No, hang on. Oh, now they're moving. Maybe, you know what? Maybe they had to change from unentrenched mode. That might be what it is, to be honest. Let's see if we can just backcap them. Rifle. Fuck it. Advance. Go. Fast move HQ up to here. Where's my supply? Back there. Bring these blokes back in. Fast move them up to there. Stop. 5. Suppress. How you guys going? %. This is unreal. I'm really enjoying this immensely. Go little Lukes. So it's a bad day to be these blokes. Is that my tank? My tank's starting to run down on the ammo. Alright, we can hold fire on that. Oh look, here they come. HQ's good back there. Hope you're hidden, Lukes. Panic? Mate, I don't blame him. Mate, they're main battle tanks. Yeah. Nice, great work. Position occupied. Very cool. Concludes training. That's good. That's a good tutorial. It made me sweat a little bit as well, which is very cool. So it looks like there's another one there. Mission fundamentals. It'll teach you how the missions work. We'll chuck this on the end of the, what's this? Select an ongoing operation or start a new game. So we didn't even get into the meat of it. So we've got skirmish mode, which seems to be pretty standard fare. Looks like you can go 2 on 2. Got a few maps. Day 1. Okay, meeting engagement. Attack mobile. Okay, there's a lot of moving parts going on here. Operations. Let's see. Let's have a squiz. Dissonance, reaction, blind guard. Okay, cool. Select an available operation. Let's just say dissonance. What's the introduction do? Oh, okay. It explains to you this sort of this fictitious operation. No, I don't want the introduction anymore. Cancel. Dissonance. So what's going on here? Objectives: rally local forces, defeat MSD. Right. Gotcha. Time limits. We've got difficulties. Okay, so this is more of a objective-based thing. It's well, dare I say, a campaign. But God help us if we actually called it that. You can change all this as well. Right, and presumably you've got like fixed units as well. But that's an operation, I suppose. The campaign. You know, let's call a spade a spade. Anyway, a little bit longer, but there was a little bit more to cover. This is really cool. I know there's a couple of my mates that they still play Steel Div to this day. I think they'd probably still like this. It seems a lot more accessible, a lot smoother than my experience with Steel Div. However, it's been a while. It's probably been a couple of years since I've touched it. So you know how time does it to the old noodle. Yeah, Regiments. This is fantastic. I love this setting. This sort of, well, yeah, what do they call it? Cold Gone Hot, 80s-esque era. There's a lot of stuff going on here I really like. Highly recommend it. Check it out yourself. Let me know if this is something that you're into. Maybe you are one of those sweats that only plays Steel Div. Maybe you're a bit more casual, just like me. But I feel like this has pretty broad appeal, which I would argue is exactly what Steel Div has been missing. It's so niche that good luck getting people in there without twisting their arm if they've never played it before. Anyway, I might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.